Unit 1. People and Jobs. Vocabulary. Well qualified. This is a person who has the right qualifications. Bullfighter. This is a person who fights bulls in the ring. Elegant. This word means smart and well-dressed. Tough. This word means strong and determined. We can also say a tough life, which means a difficult life. Novice. This word means a beginner, and the opposite is a professional. Crooked. This word means not straight. For example, a crooked line. Irritating. This word means annoying or upsetting. Fishmonger. This word refers to someone who sells fish. Meteorologist. This is someone who studies weather conditions. Mature. This word refers to someone who is wise. We use mature to say that someone is grown up. Publisher. This is someone who publishes books, making them ready for sale. Weather presenter. This is someone who presents weather conditions on TV. Salary. This is a fixed amount of money someone receives for a job. Fired. This is someone who leaves the job due to something wrong he or she has done. Redundant. This is someone who leaves the job due to some conditions the company has experienced. Post. This is a job someone does. When someone leaves his post, this means that the post he has occupied becomes a vacancy. Decisive. This is someone who can make decisions properly. To get my foot in the door. This means to get started. Bossy. This is someone who loves giving orders to others. Optimistic. This is someone who sees the positive side of the future. Language notes. Career. This word refers to a working life. Once you start work, your career starts. For example, his career as an athlete came to an end when he broke his leg. Another example, he is hoping for a career in the police force. Job. This is the regular work which a person does to earn money. For example, my uncle has been unable to find a job for the past 2 years. Occupation. This one is slightly formal. We can use the word occupation when you apply for a job. For example, you must write your name, age, and occupation on the application form. Profession. This is the field in which someone works. For example, John is a doctor by profession. We can also say, my profession is teaching. Publisher. This is a person who prints books and magazines ready to be sold. Editor. This is a person who prepares books and magazines. Lifeguard. This is a person who works on beaches and saves people from drowning. Bodyguard. This is a person who is hired to protect famous people. Librarian. This is a person who works in a place from which we borrow books. Bookseller. This is a person who works in a place from which you can buy books. Journalist. This is a person who writes articles for newspapers or magazines. Newsreader. This is a person who presents news stories on television or radio. Astronomer. This is a scientist who studies the stars and the planets. Astrologer. This is a person who makes predictions by studying the positions of the stars and the planets. Weather presenter. This is a person who informs people about the weather on the TV or radio. Meteorologist. This is a person who studies weather conditions so that the weather forecast can be given. Fisherman. This is a person who catches fish. Fishmonger. This is a person who sells fish in their shops. Grammar lesson. This lesson deals with the present simple. We use the present simple for many cases, such as permanent states. For example, he lives in the south of Africa. And we can say, he likes his job. For timetables and schedules. For example, the plane to Madrid leaves at 7 o'clock. We can also use the present simple for dramatic narrative, reviews, or sport commentaries. For example, King Lear is a novel about a father who divides his kingdom among his daughters. Habitual actions. We can use the present simple to express habitual actions or repeated actions. For example, he usually leaves his office at 6 p.m. Permanent truth or laws of nature. For example, the sun sets around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Verbs that are used in simple tenses only. There are some verbs that are used in simple tenses only. We can't use the present continuous with them. For example, verbs of senses, like hear, look, seen, smell, sound, taste. For example, you look happy today. The pizza tastes lovely. Verbs of emotions, like adore, like, hate, prefer, and dislike. For example, we say John likes football. The present continuous tense. We use the present continuous tense for temporary situations, something that is happening at this time. For example, I am paying off my car loan this month. This is a temporary situation, something that won't last long. Frequently repeated actions with always or usually to express annoyance. For example, he is always leaving his dirty clothes on the floor. Fixed arrangements in the near future. For example, I am meeting Diana for dinner on Friday night. This means that I have arranged to meet Diana for dinner on Friday night. There are some verbs that can be used in continuous and simple tenses but differ in meaning according to the tense. For example, the word think. If it means believe, we should use the simple tense. For example, I think you are wrong. We can't say I'm thinking you are wrong. But when it comes to express the meaning of consider, we can use the continuous form. For example, what are you thinking about? C. If it expresses the meaning of the word understand, we should use the simple form. For example, I see what you mean, which means I understand what you mean. But if it comes to express the meaning of the verb meet, we can use the continuous form. For example, I'm seeing Jenny tonight. This means that I am meeting her tonight. The word have, if it means own, we should use the simple form, the simple tense. For example, I have a car, which means I own a car. But if it expresses the meaning of the word take, we can use the continuous form. For example, we are having a fantastic time at the party. The word smell, if it means that something has the smell of, we can use the simple form. It smells of burnt chicken in here. But if it means to check the smell of something, we can use the continuous form. Are you smelling the milk? Thanks for watching.